Hello and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. My name is Serge. I'm fighting a Nelly.
I'm here too.
We got a Ben on tech.
I'm eating my lunch.
And a reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you with the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. New to the format, want to see our list, want to talk about what a cutie Nelly is, all that information in the description, the comments below. You live your best life. What up, buddy?
I made it. I'm over here now.
How you doing?
I'm good. Having a good day. Yeah. On recording day, I've also played another match of Highlander and a bunch of Street Fighter 6.
So your brain is cooking right now, eh?
Yeah, all the gaming neurons are firing. I'm looking forward to hitting a wall and then not being able to do just simple combat match.
Yeah, you've gone too far and then you're out of juice.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what did you bring?
I'm on. Okay, so it's a Grixis artifact deck that I'm
Okay, you
calling
have my attention.
Grixis Teletubbies because it plays Mirror Enforcer to go with the Simulacrum synthesizer. There's this card from Outlaws of Thunder Junction that I don't know if I've gotten in play on a North 100 Showdown yet, but
you really want to?
I just really want to find out if it's playable. This is the only way. Like, sure, we have a podcast where we like talk to each other and and share our thoughts and try to have opinions, but they're not in the podcast. They're not founded on games.
Sure.
Right?
It's all theory crafting.
So I'm curious about Simulacrum synthesizer.
I love that.
So for that reason, I'm playing all three of the 4/4 affinity for artifact.
Great.
7 drops. And then otherwise, it looks pretty similar to the Esper Robots list I've played recently on Showdown, but instead of white, we've got Goblin Welders and Lightning Bolt.
I was going to say, are you doing welder shenanigans? Are you like looping, or are you just kind of go big?
I have a Worm Coil and a Goblin Welder and a Goblin Engineer and an Unearthed Creature.
Ready?
He's on the maybe board.
Oh, okay.
He didn't make it in. I was looking at Duretti.
Yeah. Durettis, plural? I like red, black Duretti and mono red Duretti in that deck, but that's just me.
The 4-mana mono red Duretti. I hadn't considered, but okay, that's deeper. We're trying to be a bit more of a like low to the ground kind of straightforward deck.
7 mana?
They're affinity, so you cast them for free is the idea, right?
All right, that's
Thought
fair.
Monitor crew. Yeah. How about you? What do you? Oh, and my points, are Mox Academy.
Mox Academy. I am on Abzan Recurring Nightmare.
Great.
And this is one of my baby decks, one of my pet decks that I don't think I've shown on stream that much, but this is something
we've had some matches
that I have grinded in local tournaments for years. Like, this is one of my pet decks. I absolutely love it. It did show up on the Showdown previously.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, basically in one of the first recording sessions we did right out of the pandemic, I didn't have the initiative in it. Not that the initiative wasn't out, I just didn't have it in it. I hadn't really cooked all that much.
It took us months to figure out how busted initiative is.
And now
don't worry about it. Yeah.
My points are Sol Ring, Strip Mine, Demonic Tutor, and Natural Order. So no Moxes, which I think is a little bit rare on this show.
You've got the best Mox.
The Sol Ring?
The one that costs mana, yeah. You put an extra mana into your Mox and it gives an extra mana back every turn.
So my deck's strategy is to play powerful creatures with powerful enter the battlefield abilities and then recur them either through the graveyard or through some onboard flicker effects as well.
Okay. All right.
Pause for water.
I'm nervous.
Don't be. It's all good. I'm not playing Witch Enchanter, so you're fine. I got other disenchant creatures, but not that one specifically. You won the die roll?
I did.
Good luck to you, friend.
That's right, it happened. I will sacrifice Bloodstained Mire, go to 19 life points, find an Underground Sea, and cast a Tameo Inquisitive Student.
What a start. Okay.
Well, we'll see. 0-3, watch out. Okay, back to you.
All right, draw. I got a pretty spicy start, too. I'm going to go Scrubland Sol Ring.
Excellent.
Pass.
I didn't bring any Moxes, don't worry. This will be fine. Okay, you make it.
Oh, no, thank you.
I will attack for 0.
Rude. Make a clue.
Make a clue.
So it's if you draw like 3 cards, you can flip it. What does it do?
You get a Planeswalker if you draw your 3rd card in a turn.
Okay.
In any turn, yeah.
Sure.
I'll say go after I play this mountain.
Mountain Go. Hate that for me. I'm going to play this Yavimaya. And...
So we just all have green mana now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm also going to say go.
I'll sacrifice this clue.
I'll respond and flash in an Orcish Bowmaster.
Awesome. You get to amass 1.
Yeah.
Where do you want to deal the damage?
So, I mean, I can't kill the Tameo, so
Not
I'm just
quite.
going to shoot you.
I take 2.
For the ETB trigger, and then, yeah, we'll get a second point in off of the draw trigger resolving from the clue.
Okay. Well, no one liked that.
Did somebody like that? Let me know if you liked that.
Nah.
I liked that.
Nah, it's not possible.
Okay.
Sorry. We checked. I'll play Seed of the Synod. Attack for 0.
Oh, he makes another clue.
Get my forbidden
he doesn't
clue
even
back.
care about this Orcish Bowmaster.
What Orcish Bowmaster?
Oh, you're trying to get your affinity count up. That's fair.
Yeah. And then I'll cast Trinket Mage.
Ooh.
Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to find... I think this one is probably correct, actually.
You cut right to Mox Opal or something?
Yeah.
That's a Chivo, right? You cut right to the
Exactly.
card you're tutoring for?
And then I'll cast... I have
Yeah.
Metalcraft.
Yeah.
I'll cast Surgical Skull Bomb.
Which is that one?
It's a more expensive Ether Spell Bomb, but it
I
draws
thought so.
cards.
Okay. Go activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw for the turn. Man. I'm going to cast an Elish Norn, Mother of Machines.
I'm just in the same match I played with Ben recently.
I mean,
Okay.
it did.
Fantastic.
I mean, you got your little guy into play already.
That's true.
But yeah, 5 mana Elish Norn with an Orcish Bowmaster on the ground here. And I got this 2/2 army. Do I want to trade that with your Trinket Mage?
I don't know. You may cut.
You're fine. If I wait for you to draw one more card, then it's bigger. You can use this to bounce my Elish Norn, which is interesting. But then you draw a card, and then my Orcish Bowmaster army becomes 3, which is kind of cool. I'll attack you. I've decided that maybe clearing your Trinket Mage is fine.
Very good, very good. I will block.
Okay. Pass.
Tap. Draw from draw step. Attack for 0.
Yeah, make another clue.
Make another clue. Those clues back
They are a rampant.
on the battlefield again. Urza's Saga. So I think does this work? I believe
Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponents control to trigger.
Right. Okay. So it's not a trigger because it's as this saga enters
Yeah.
and after your draw step. Okay.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, there is a triggered ability, but it's not caused
By the
a
ETB
permanent
specifically.
entering.
Yeah, we were both like, wait a second.
Does this work? And,
Yeah.
And okay, then that'll add mana, and I'll cast Mind Twist,
Oh
targeting
my
you for
God.
4.
You're going to love what you got out of my hand.
Okay.
Land,
Great.
Raminap Excavator, the One Ring, and Sheoldred.
Oh my gosh.
I thought about maybe slamming one of these two, but I got a little greedy wanting to play Elish Norn. And yeah, you dodged the One Ring and Sheoldred.
If you play Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, and then the One Ring, do you have protection from the world for 2 whole turns, or is it just kind of like 2 that expire at the same time?
If you cast it, you gain protection until your next turn. I imagine it would
So you
just...
probably just get 2 of those, and then
Yeah.
they both wear out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to you. I mean, your board's still pretty significant.
I'd like to attack you with Elish Norn.
I take 4.
You play hand attack, so I'm going to play the Sun Petal Grove.
Okay.
Actually, you don't have a blocker. I'll attack you,
Sure.
sorry, for 1 more point of damage there as well.
That's fine.
Now that I look up and actually see what I'm dealing with here.
Right.
I'm a little bit sad that the One Ring is gone, but I'm also kind of glad that the One Ring is gone.
Sure.
Go to you, if that makes sense.
Well, it means we don't have to play a One Ring game right now, so that part's cool. Draw this card. Okay. I'll tick this up.
Yep.
Man. So many cards in Millie's hand that say draw a card on them.
Yeah, maybe I should have just slammed Sheoldred instead of Mother of Machines that turn. Maybe, I don't know. The life total would be exactly the same. I would have had a swing in. I would have been 4 life ahead.
Both of those Phyrexians are important and valid.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I mean it. Yeah, absolutely. How many times can you recast Orcish Bowmasters by bounce of this turn? Twice? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of times. So I think I just want to do that. do I want to do that? Maybe I'm just supposed to let the Orcish Bowmasters hurt me. It sounds terrible. This is terrible advice. Flooded Strand.
Okay.
Attack for 0.
Okay,
Make
you have a third clue. I like it. I like it.
Third clue has entered the battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to do that. Sure. I'll just cast Mind Stone.
Sure.
And then I'll say go.
Interesting. All right, untap. Draw something. I mean, that is something. It's a Caracas.
Fun.
Yeah. I could totally brick your thing.
Yes. Yes, you could. I mean, yeah. It prevents me from drawing the card, actually. Like it does.
I don't know if that's
stuff.
good or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right? That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'll pass to you.
Okay. I will make a construct.
Sure.
Where are my windmills? Here you are. Okay. And you know I'm supposed to draw 1 card, too. Just let you have the thing. Boom, boom, boom. Sure. I'm going to sacrifice this.
Sure. You go to 11.
11. Find some kind of island. Are you going to Price of Progress me? No. Are you going to Blood Moon me? Also no.
Looks at board.
I've just you wouldn't dare. Do I have 2 black? Barely. Sure. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's not the one I want. Yeah, okay. I already have the blue and black one. Whatever.
All right.
And then I'm going to activate this.
Sure. All right.
Yeah,
So you're going to go to 10, and I'm going to remake my army token here.
Sounds good.
Just reading the interaction between Orcish Bowmaster and Elish Norn here, just to see.
Yeah, I think there isn't really one.
No.
You may cut.
That's okay.
Okay, drawing this card from there.
Yep.
Untapping.
Yep.
Making an additional windmill.
Yes.
Drawing my card for the turn.
Yeah.
Putting my Saga to 3. Sacrificing it.
Yes. Everything is happening.
All the things. They all happen. That all can happen. See, Skull Clamp would be nice here, but no, it's not actually. I already have my 1-mana removal spell. It's like doesn't help. I guess that's fine. I can just be doing that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're so big.
Okay, Shadow Spear.
Yeah. So much for chump blocking.
Urza Saga is a fun, fair card. You may cut.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, one of these is summoning sick.
Yep.
Mock Sapphire.
Oh, yeah.
Etch Champion.
Oh, hello again, little buddy. I remember this from previous times.
Equip
To the one that doesn't have summoning sickness. Yeah.
Attack.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
I'm going to return Tamio to your hand so you don't get another clue and
Smart.
another point of damage for me. You're going to hit me for count your artifacts?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 12.
Yeah.
12.
I'm going to go to 8.
Okay.
And you're going to go to 22. Oh, my goodness.
Back to you, friend.
All right. I'm going to draw a disenchant or a regrowth off the top.
Sounds good.
Or I'm going to die.
Oh, well, you've got a turn to block, maybe.
I got an okay one. Unfortunately, the ETB is not doubleable.
Oh, okay.
I got a Titania,
Fun.
and I only have 1 target in my graveyard.
Ow.
Yeah, and I can't even do some weird shenanigans, because
Yeah.
as it enters play, I need to select a target for it, so I can't even do, first trigger, grab this, in response, while the second trigger's on the stack, sacrifice it and target it a second time.
So yeah, for our viewers, the rules of Magic require you to put all your triggers on the stack before any resolve, and Mommy here says it'll trigger twice, but you have to target the same land. If it just said choose a land from your graveyard and bring that back, you could use the Windswept Teeth twice and make 2 5/3s.
But anyways, I'm going to spend 5 mana,
Okay,
and I'm going to return 1 Windswept Teeth.
very good.
And then I don't think I die, but I think I get pretty close to dead. So you have how many cards in hand?
3. One of them's Tamio.
You have 3 cards in hand. One
The
of
other
which
2
is
both
Cameo.
say draw a card on them.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the math here.
Right.
Where that has trample, I can't block that.
Yeah.
So I can chump block this easily, and then I can put a certain amount of toughness in front of the other one, and then I cannot block the Etch Champion at all. So I think it's worth playing out. But we're in a world of hurt here.
Fair.
So I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay. Only one way to find out what happens, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, you did make a face like I was dead, so that's good. I don't know what that face means.
No one knows what
Yeah.
Nelson Surge's dead here face looks like. I'll cast Karn, Scion of Urza,
Oh, yeah.
and then I'll make another windmill.
Yeah, you will.
Then I'll cast another artifact.
Okay.
It's Palantir of Orthanc.
Okay, I don't know what that does. All right, the Palantir.
This card is horrifying.
At the beginning of your end step,
Palantir?
put
Yeah.
an influence counter on it, and then scry 2. Then target opponent may have you draw a card. If they don't, you mill X, where X is the number of influence counters on it, and that player loses like equal to the total mana value. Okay.
So I'm mostly just playing it because it's another artifact.
Okay.
But yeah, it does say draw a card at the end of the
It
turn.
does say draw a card.
I will go to combat.
Sure.
Rawr.
Okay, I'm going to crack this.
Very good.
Going down to 7. I'm going to grab a the land with which it lets me look at the top of my deck.
Surveil one land.
Yes,
Sounds
the
good.
Surveil land, and we're going to see if it's right there. The shadowy Backstreet.
Okay.
Backstreet's back. All right.
You get a 5/3.
I will get a 5/3, and then we need to do some math.
Oh, and you get to surveil twice, right? Like surveil.
If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to permanent, it does do it twice. That is
Yeah,
kind of
so you get
spicy.
surveil one twice.
Okay, so if it's good, I waste one. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, then we get to dig. So I guess I should technically resolve the surveils first, and then we can figure out if I'm dead or not.
Sure.
So I have this 5/3. All right, Surveil 1. Graveyard, it's a land. Surveil 2. Graveyard, it's a land.
I mean, if you could, you've
right.
got a Caracas, so
All
like this
right.
is really going places.
Yeah.
If you aren't dead here, Serge.
Yeah,
Next
I mean,
turn is
I
actually
could,
quite
I
scary.
can flash Titania back to my
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
and then double play this.
Yeah.
So, all right, the real question is,
Only
unblockable,
trample on this
is
one.
2 damage.
Yeah.
And then how big is this currently?
I believe it's 13/13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the +1/+1 from this.
Is 13.
So you got to put 7 in front of this and chump, or no,
I can't jump
9.
this, yeah.
You got to put 9 in front of this and chump this, which I think is fine actually. You might even kill my 12/12. I don't know.
So it has trample, so I can't even do Caracas shenanigans here, which is kind of unfortunate. So we chump block the 1 construct like that. That's pretty easy.
Sure.
And then you said I need to put 9 in front of it, so I'm at 5 life total effectively.
Yeah, and it's at 13/13.
So I need to block 9.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the case
maybe
is-
you want to block more than 9. I don't know.
Well, I can't. Oh, but I understand what you're saying.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah. I mean,
So-
you've got all that toughness.
Yeah, so this is 10, and that leaves me with Titania, which is kind of awkward. If I put, that's the only block I can do. If I block other ways, then everything dies.
If you're going to do that, why don't you chump with Titania and bounce her then?
And that saves me
Like,
1
it
point
just
there.
leaves you an orc army.
It does do that. That's
I don't know
if
if you want to do that though. Sorry, if this is dying, I don't. Maybe you're going to do something else with your
Well,
turn. It's up to
Titania is
you.
slightly better, and I don't know what's on top of my deck.
Yeah, maybe you
and-
want to spend your mana on something other than Titania. That's
I mean, we don't know, because if I draw nothing, well, if I draw nothing, I'm dead. So
Sure.
that's totally fine. So I'm going to block. Yeah, let's block like that. So I'll chump, and I'll return this to my hand with Caracas. That's 10 toughness. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yes.
So I go to 2, and then you gain 13.
Okay. And then we do this trigger. Unless you've got something else in my second main.
Well, no, I'm going to need you to draw a card so I don't die here.
Great. Okay, so first I
Scry 2.
scry 2,
Yeah.
and then you may have me draw a card as well.
Well, I guess, is it all one ability? Do I wait for you to resolve the scry and then decide, or no?
Yeah, you wait for me to resolve the scry.
Yeah, I guess it's like top or bottom.
Both on top.
You draw.
Okay. So you did this, and then
Yeah,
you can
I
ping
shoot you.
me or Karn or creature. I
Is
don't know.
Karn down tick for a creature?
Yeah.
I'll shoot Karn.
Okay, Karn's a 2.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
All right, and then we rip gas off the top. It's a land. Game 2.
Okay.
Woo! Urza's Saga was a bit of a problem that game.
Yeah, that's the card that I mostly tried to build my deck around.
You know what? No. Mind Twist was what won that game. I think
Mind Twist was pretty huge.
It was a little bit greedy
Yeah.
to run out Mum there.
Mind Twist is the 100th card in this deck. I built it, and then I was like finding the actual cards after choosing the list, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, why am I not playing Mind Twist? It's free now.
So like the Mum there didn't actually help develop my strategy with the One Ring and Sheoldred in hand. Like that
Right.
doesn't synergize.
Right.
So
She's just exciting.
it was just kind of fun and it used my mana slightly better, but I think that was bad. I think if I just play the One Ring and then leave a white source up
Sure.
and then maybe rip like a Swords or Path off of a One Ring activation or something like that,
And
I
next
can
turn play Sheoldred.
Yeah, I
That
can
game
just-
sounds harder for me to win.
I just follow it up. I take a turn off from the fog, and I think it doesn't really matter if you start popping off because I just have such a good clock and such good sustain.
Right. Sorry, Ben. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's just like you were going over like what went wrong, and it's the comment of if I had to put a pin in it, if I had to really nail down what went wrong, it's probably when Nelson made me discard my entire hand.
Yeah, very insightful. I know. Yeah. But it's an interesting decision point. It's like if I'm losing my entire hand anyways, I don't think playing Mum was right either way there, especially in hindsight or foresight. however you look at it, turn it upside, backside, flip side, you know?
It's like usually wrong to play through a game of Magic in fear of a certain card.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, if you go through every turn and you're like, is this play better if they have Mind Twist for my whole hand?
Yeah.
And you kind of check every turn. It's like sometimes, yeah, you will make.
Or even just like the development of the game, because I think I have a critique of myself as a Magic player, is I have a tendency to never evaluate lines through the lens of will this win me the game,
Oh, okay.
which is I don't know how other Magic players think. I don't know what they go through. I think Ben Wheeler.
That's a good one, like, for
and maybe
starting off.
Really good burn players are always thinking, how do I progress the board to win the game?
Right.
Whereas I often think, how do I progress the board to do something?
Right.
Right? And that something doesn't necessarily need to be win the game. It's like, how do I use my mana as efficiently as possible? Or like, how do I sequence something cool? But it's never like, does this change the board state or my odds of winning the game better? That never factors into my head.
Right.
So I don't know. That's a Serge insight for a second here.
Certainly, like every turn, checking to see if you can win the game. It is something I picked up partly just from doing a bunch of Magic the Puzzling as a kid.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
Or you're asking yourself, like, wait, are they just dead to bolt?
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, can I win here? Yeah.
I'll keep this hand.
I'll keep 2.
Good luck, friend.
Good luck.
I have a Noble Hierarch on 1.
Respect.
Pass.
It's a tap land for me. Draws Forge Bridge.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for the turn. That's an interesting one. How greedy do I want to be? I think the answer is extremely greedy.
Love that for you.
I'm going to Eldritch Evolution
Sick.
into a White Plume Adventurer. I'm going to introduce the
I don't
initiative.
even know how this is greedy, but
You just think it's good?
oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be less safe than another. Oh, I see. It's like it sort of takes away one of your mana sources.
Yeah.
But it replaces it again right
Yeah.
away. But
Yeah.
it means that you won't have 5 mana next turn or
4 the next
It
turn,
won't
yeah.
have 4 mana next turn unless you rip your soul ring.
I think introducing the initiative against your deck at this stage is good.
I think anytime you can cast White Plume Adventure on turn 2, you should. like
You know, when you put it that way,
unless they just have already on their turn 2, like before you did anything, they flashed in the Blackhaven Mind Sensor or whatever. Like maybe not then, but probably still.
all right, so I have a swamp in hand, I have Forest Forest in play, Eldritch Evolution has exiled the Noble into my graveyard.
Okay.
I am shuffling my deck and passing to you.
All right. Huh. Interesting.
would you like to cut?
Sure. Okay, so this is, I have some options, but I'm going to stick with the turn 2 that I had in mind.
This changes nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just, it's a testament to how powerful this card specifically, but all the initiative creatures are.
Sure.
Because this, I opened this 7, and I was like, wow, this is a crazy 7. And it's still just like, not quite as good as Serge's opening. It's potentially just about to all fall apart.
All right.
I've also got a Mox Ruby.
Yeah.
And a Mox Jet.
What?
And Karn.
Jeez.
But
and
the
now you have a
robot-
3/3. Yeah.
Well, it's a 4/4 because it counts itself.
Right.
But you're about to attack with a 5/5.
With a 5/5 that untaps itself.
Exactly. Go ahead. Yeah.
Untap.
So if you
So
you also
upkeep.
have a removal for my construct, then it's like,
The game's very interesting.
your whole ramp strategy just falls apart.
All right. I have a swamp, and I'm going to attack Karn
I'll block.
with the White Plume Adventurer. That's fair. Second main, I'm going to cast a Delighted Halfling.
Okay.
And then I will pass. And then at my end step, at the beginning of your upkeep is when it untaps.
Yeah, you untap. That's fine. Draw. Okay. I've got an Arid Mesa.
Sure.
I'm going to sacrifice it.
All right.
I'm a 19.
I'm winning.
Yes. Well, that's been true for a little while. Yeah, absolutely. This is okay though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
The Mox.
Yeah, double Mox
Game
card.
2 double Mox.
Yeah.
Woo.
Just opened 2 lands, 2 Mox Karn, 2 other cards.
I'd like to use the Planeswalker damage redirection rule to kill Karn when I hit you for 5 next time.
Right? Yeah. Karn's walking into the trap. It's a trap. Karn will make another construct.
Yep.
More windmill.
Delightful.
Yeah, and then that or that. You got a bunch of cards. Must be nice.
Mind Twist.
No Mind Twist this time. I think I just do that. And that. Is that right, or is it just better to do this? Yeah, it's probably better to do that. Okay.
2 mana.
Let's cast Copy Artifact.
Okay.
I'll make another windmill.
Interesting. Okay.
And then I'll cast Shadow Spear.
Okay.
And then I will put the Shadow Spear on the construct.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Fascinating. All right. We untap. Upkeep. I'm going to dome you for 5.
I lose 5/5.
I'll draw for the turn. And now I have to think about my life choices here.
That's fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6?
So we got a 7/7 and a 6/6.
Oh, I hate that. Jeez. What do I want to do here? Well, luckily, if you down tick again, nothing good happens for you.
I can't downtick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can.
Yeah, you can down
I
tick
can-
and have it die.
Yeah, I can just choose to put a card I own with a silver counter on it from exile into my hand. I don't have any of those yet. I can't make another construct though.
Well, then.
It starts with 5. It goes
Oh,
minus
it's
2.
minus 2.
Yes. Yeah. It's on
Okay.
1
I feel
right now.
slightly better.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
my
I can
goodness.
not making a construct unless you like proliferate me or something.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
My hand's a little bit awkward. I'm going to pay 4 mana. And I'm going to cast another initiative creature. The Ravenloft Adventurer.
Okay.
So it's going to advance me further down the dungeon, or the Undercity. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
That was a good hit. I'm going to play a Misty Forest.
Okay.
I'm going to cast...
Sure.
I'm going to
Sacrifice.
crack the Misty Rainforest, going down to 19. I'm going to get a Savannah. I didn't have a white source. And then I'm going to cast an Elves of Deep Shadow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pass to you. And then hopefully, I don't just die.
Well,
Well,
I mean, it's not my hope, but sure. I'm going to +1.
No, how dare you?
These are the top 2 cards in my library. You have to choose one.
Yeah.
And then that goes to my hand, and the other one goes into exile with a silver counter.
One goes into your hand?
Yeah, you choose one to go in my hand. I have 3 other cards.
Wow, this is actually really tricky. Because, like, both are good. And you already have the Shadow Spear out. I know you have the ability to bounce the Bounce Bauble. Bounce Bauble bad for Serge. You know what? Have the Ponder. It could be anything. I'm not going to give you a free tutor in a deck where artifacts matter. So you have to think about that one.
So this one is in exile with a silver counter.
Lives underneath your Planeswalker.
I'll play Thundering Falls.
It's another artifact that's bad for Serge.
No, this is just a Surveil Land.
Oh, pardon me. Okay.
Yeah, not an artifact.
Sure.
And then I'll take a look. Interesting.
To be fair, all of those red-blue lands have like the same name. You know what I mean?
That's fair, yeah. Wow. Am I supposed to keep this? No. It turns so hard to figure out. Search. Yeah, sure. Whatever. You can stay there.
You get
weirdo.
to look at that off the ponder now, right? That's very interesting.
I don't know if the Ponder is getting cast this turn.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What else are you going to use your 5 mana for?
Right. I'll cast this Simulacrum Synthesizer. I'm casting it instead of Ponder.
There it is.
So at ETBs, I scry too.
Yeah.
And then, wow, that's really good. Also,
Whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield, create a construct. Wow. Okay.
yeah, okay, so sort of awkwardly. Let's do that. And then, I don't know, am I supposed to attack? So you have a 5/5.
And a 3/4.
And a 3/4 and a 1/1.
Yeah.
And my creatures are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7s, but this one's an 8/8.
That's an 8/8 with trample. So I can double block and trade up, losing one of my initiative creatures.
Yeah,
Depends if I want to keep the initiative or not.
for sure. Double blocking and trading up is fun. So I'm jealous, but I'm going to give you the option and cash in the life points.
Sure. All right. So I'll double block. How would you like to order these blockers? Which would you prefer is dead?
It's funny, this one costs more mana,
It does.
and yet
Doesn't do
I
much
have
in
to
this
kill
one?
this one.
Sure.
So
Well,
I-
you're killing the 5/5.
Yeah, that's true. But it's
right.
also just like the better one.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to gain
8.
8 life.
All my hard work invalidated.
And then I'll put the Shadow Spirit over here.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right, we get to untap. On my upkeep, untapping with the initiative, I get to go to the Throne of the Dead 3. I get to reveal 10 cards and put one into play with 3+1/+1 counters on it, and then it has hexproof until my next turn.
Hell yeah.
1. It is a... Wait, is my deck boxed?
Oh no.
No, it might be. 1.
It's okay.
2. My deck is boxed. 3.
GRV. Nelson wins.
5. Uh-oh. 6.
I mean, we've already got a good hit right off the top. Right?
Yeah. 7. 8. 9. 10.
All right.
So Resto Angel, Titania, Dothy Voidwalker, Endurance, and 6 lands.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with the Titania.
Great.
So these are going to go on the bottom of my library.
And she gets, what, is it indestructible and hexproof or something?
3+1/+1 counters.
Nice. Hexproof until next turn.
Yeah. Triggered ability, I'm going to return Mysterian Forest.
Very good.
And then, man, so hold on. All right, these are all facing the correct direction. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got boxed. It must have been when I was doing my shuffle at some point.
We'll
All
fix
right.
it. It's going to be okay.
And then I'll draw for the turn.
Sounds good. Okay, so you're not currently in a dungeon,
Correct. Correct.
but you do have the initiative.
I do have the initiative. It's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's crack this.
Sure.
18. Triggered ability. Make a 5/3. I'm going to go get a... Oh, yes!
Uh-oh.
I'm going to do some shortcutting, if that's okay. I'm also going to cast an LRRMTG call,
Okay.
and it's going to find me this Knight of Autumn.
Okay, so you need to pay a green and a white to cast LRRMTG's Call.
Yep. Which means I need to find a green and a white that is untapped. And it's going to be the Temple Garden.
Very good.
Which is going to be untapped off of the Rainforest, the mistiest of rainforests. So anyways, we get this. I mean, I can't do that. Well, I can. We're shortcutting here. So there's the LRRMTG's Call. There's the Knight of Autumn. I lose 2 more life. I'm going to blow up. Oof, what do I blow up here?
I don't know.
So targets are the Shadow Spear. Targets could also include the Simulacrum Synthesizer. You have a Ponder in hand, which means your ability to like find a target to make it kind of live is pretty real. I could also just blow up your Construct right now, so I can clear your Planeswalker. Is the third option because you're tapped out.
Or you can target this Dross Forge Bridge. It's the dual lands.
He's seen right through all the different lines here. This might seem a little bit unintuitive. I'm actually going to target the Construct.
No, I think that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
And then I'm
probably
going
what I would
to
do.
kill your Planeswalker. And then I'm just going to hope that with 2 cards in hand, that none of them are gas, including your 1 draw.
I think you're in a pretty good position to deal
Yeah,
with
I'm
gas here.
untapping with the initiative. I have a Titania and another Elemental. Like, I think it's okay. But like, you getting a Construct and equipping it with the Shadow Spear invalidates so much of what I can do in a turn.
Sure.
That's also fair. All right, my deck is perfect. Please, leave it perfect. All right, I'll pass to you. Sorry about that weird turn of trying to fix my profoundly broken
You're good. Don't worry about it.
life there.
Ponder.
Yes. So it didn't just fire off the artifact creature. This is good for Serge. That's a lot of math.
Yeah, okay. I kept them on top.
Yes.
Hard evidence. Sorry, I don't actually have this token.
Yeah, you get a 0/3 crab and a
Yes.
clue.
Yes.
Okay.
I have the clue. I just don't have the crab. It's been a minute since we got the crab into play.
I legitimately love that you're playing Hard Evidence because this is a card that I think is actually kind of sweet.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
card's good.
Yeah.
Crab with a spear.
Yeah.
What's up, little buddy? All right.
And then I will sacrifice the clue.
Yep. All right. So the fact that Nelly is digging means my play hits the Tolarian Academy. I was about to say it makes
You're
me look
fine.
like a genius, and
You're
then,
fine.
oh no.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll then cast Cranial Plating. And
The world's thickest crab.
suit up my crab token. Say go.
Man.
This was 2 Mox's turn 1.
Yeah. All right.
I have
Untap.
almost all my points on the board. I'm
So
nowhere near winning this game.
I untap with the initiative. I'm going to go find a basic plains.
Sure.
And then I'll draw for the turn. More shuffling. Magic the shuffling. There's his plains. So I have completed the dungeon now.
Yeah.
So when if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Doesn't do much.
when this
Whenever
attacks.
it attacks, if you've completed a dungeon, lose 1 life for each creature they own. But every creature you've had is just a token.
Yeah, they cease to exist, so
Yeah.
they don't chill in exile with hit
Yeah.
counters on them, unfortunately.
And then the only other creature you have is also. Yeah.
But hey, you still went through the dungeon.
Yeah, I'll draw for the turn. Oh, that's a very, very, very good hit. Basic plains. That wasn't it. I found that off the initiative. Yeah, the very, very, very good hit was not the basic planes. The very, very, very good hit was birthing pod. Yeah.
This harkens back to when you took like 7 minutes.
I feel like this is the hardest turn I've ever had. Land go.
Island.
All right. I think I'm just going to pay retail on this. Am I? Yeah. I'm going to pay the full amount of mana for this.
Sure.
How big is that currently?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7/10.
7. No, that's only power, not toughness. 7/4.
7/4. Sorry. 7/4. Thank you.
It's a big 7/4 there, buddy.
7/4.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to actually sacrifice this thick titania to the pod.
Okay.
To get a 6-drop, which is going to be the Alpha Deathclaw from the Fallout set. 6 mana, 6/6 menace trample. When it enters the battlefield or becomes monstrous, destroy target permanent. Cool.
What would you like to destroy?
I don't know if I'm supposed to kill the crab token or the cranial plating.
Is this new?
It's from the Fallout set. I don't know if this card had an equivalent or like anything else outside of that set.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's new.
Neat. Okay.
So let's ask a question here. If I destroy the crab, I can trundle in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. I can hit you for 10. But then if you play any other creature, we're back in the exact same situation. If I destroy the cranial plating, you have a 4/4.
1/4.
You have 1/4. Oh, then my attack is free. I'll destroy the cranial plating.
Okay. Good night, sweet cranial plating.
I would like to go to attacks.
Great.
I'm going to attack with the adventurer, the elemental, and the you know what? I'll leave the Light of Autumn back. It doesn't need to die.
Sure. I will block Ravenclaw Adventurer.
Okay, so you're going to take 5, but then you gain 1, so you're going to take 4. All right. Second main, I'm going to cast Reanimate on Titania.
Great.
So I'm going to lose 5 life. And then I'm going to return the Misty Rainforest off the triggered ability there.
Legit.
And I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'll tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Yeah. 5 blue and a black, and I'll leave 2 blue floating in my pool and cast Tezzeret.
Ooh!
And then I will.
God, you can drain me for like a bajillion.
No, he starts with 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the top 5 cards in my library.
Yep. You have 2 blue floating still?
Yeah, I have 2 blue floating. Cool. Cool game. I will reveal this Chrome Mox and put that in my hand.
No.
It's like that sometimes.
For what it's worth, I do think this card is sick.
Thanks, Serge.
Yeah, even though we're not seeing it pop off, I'm terrified of it.
Okay. Well, I think you can probably stop being terrified of it because I can concede. Now, you can take your turn if you want.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, we don't. I mean, if you want to concede, we can concede. Yeah. We can go to the next game.
Let's play game
Because I'm
3.
attacking.
Yeah.
I'm untapping with another 5/3. I've got another pod activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going further down the initiative.
Yeah. Everybody can see
And I can
the writing on the walls.
also put Monstrous on my Alpha Deathclaw to destroy a permanent as well.
So, hey, if you're watching
Yeah.
and you need an argument for, you know, to your friends who are like, the initiative's not that bad. just comment down below with where I messed up that game, like what choices I made that were wrong and why my 2 Mox Planeswalker on turn 2 was
somehow not good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like what was the problem there?
Yeah.
But imagine if you had Force of Will in hand.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the initiative player doesn't need Force of Will.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be hella backbreaking to Serge if
God.
he did that turn
I
2
sacked
Eldritch.
my
and you-
dork. Yeah. Or is that part of the cost or part of resolution? I think that's part of resolution.
with
Eldritch Evolution? Yeah.
I think it's additional cost. I'm not
Is it?
certain.
Okay.
So they have both,
I could look
right?
it up. Yeah.
It is indeed an additional cost.
Oh, so I would be hosed. Man, reminds me of, going to talk boomer magic here, Standard back when Kuldotha Rebirth was around.
Actually, that's back because they printed a new Kuldotha Rebirth.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could get them because they sacrifice as part of the cost, and you're like,
Stuff
Mana
from your
League.
3 goblins. Yeah.
Those were the days.
You gotta get those rebirths out on turn 1 though. That's the ticket.
Off the mock starters.
Yeah, no, they printed a better Kuldotha Rebirth in one of the recent sets, probably the one that was on Mirrodin. But it's 1 red mana, destroy target artifact. If you controlled it, make 3 goblins.
Right, yeah.
So it's like both a smelt and. Ooh, I'm on the play. Huh?
I have no lands. That's a free mulligan, right?
Back in the day,
This
yeah.
hand is sick, though.
I only have 2 lands,
Uh.
and I can't really cast anything, but I do have the One Ring in my hand.
Ooh. Watch out for my mind twist.
Should mind twist me. I deserve it. This hand is a real thinker. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll
Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan.
I'll just be over here mulling.
I'm gonna mulligan.
All right. We're both going to 6. We had 2 pretty one-sided games. We had a game on my side really determined by like looping the initiative.
Yep.
And then we had a game on your side by Mind Twist followed by Urza Saga.
Yep.
2 fan favorites of the show.
Everyone loves all of these cards.
Oh my god. I read the comments and the one that really resonates with me is please more Urza Saga.
More Urza Saga.
Could we make an exception to the singleton rule just for Urza Saga? I hear people say.
Please just build a deck entirely built around recurring Urza Saga over and over and over again.
If only. If only the technology existed. Would you like to cut?
Sure, I'll cut. There you go. That one.
I get that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that one's for you.
Oh.
It's my little gift.
When you leave 1 card behind,
Yeah, it was heavy, so it's probably foil. You may. It's okay. Okay.
I'll tell you if it was a good one or not.
All right.
It was an okay one. It was an okay one. You know what?
Just
I'll,
for you, Serge.
I'll keep this hand.
I can also keep. I'm gonna bottom something and
Yeah,
then I'll
same.
take a turn. Do I just bottom this?
And I'm on the draw.
I need this.
All right. My hand's a little slower when I go
It's
second.
kind of good with this.
Actually, if that's the case, sorry, I just realized I'm on the draw. I need to put a different card on the bottom. I promise I'm not cheating. I just cheated. I promise I'm not cheating. Okay.
I'll bottom that one.
Okay. I need to actually shuffle because I cheated.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to change it and I saw a card. So I technically found out information about an extra card order in my deck, which I'm not allowed to do.
I'm gonna sacrifice my polluted delta.
Okay.
And then find a bulky.
Look, both shuffling.
Both shuffling. Yeah.
Wait, no.
I will shuffle. I have a goblin welder. Go ahead.
Good. Cool turn 1.
Thank you.
Draw. I'm going to start with an Indotha Triumph
Okay.
tap deed.
Very good.
And I'm going to pass to you.
I wrecked your metal guy, boss. But look, I made you an ashtray.
I made you an ashtray. I've never... This has got to be different flavor text than the OG printing of it.
I think it's the same.
Is it?
maybe
I don't know. I don't know. That's amazing.
Do you want to cut?
No, you're fine. Are you playing any enabling for that, like discarding or anything?
Not a ton.
Okay.
Not a ton.
But Entomb.
I thought it's in the maybe board. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah.
The Entomb is a possibility.
Yeah. Mox, Entomb, Inqualiviathan, go.
Right? Well, one day. I'm going to play this Treasure Vault.
Okay.
And attack for 1.
I'm at 19.
And cast the Serge Engine, a
Who?
3/2 construct.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for you. And then pass.
Love it. Everybody loves the Me Engine. The Me Engine.
The Mienja.
Forest. And then I'm just going to do this while you're shield down. I'm going to Orcish Bowmaster.
Sure.
Shoot the little guy.
You got it.
Pass
Just
to you.
a little guy.
Just a little guy. There's like a world in which I wait for you to like draw a spell and maybe get some more value off of it, but then it also sets up because you have priority, maybe some weird shenanigans. So I don't know.
So instead of being a wall, now it's unblockable.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Attack for 3.
Yeah, I'm at 16.
Then I'll,
Instead of being a wall, it's now unblockable.
and I'll hit you
It's
in double
quite
trial
the
with
sentence. Yeah.
Wasteland. And say go.
Hateful. Plains Bird
Okay.
to you.
attitude.
We got the beats, the disruptive beatdowns. Say go.
Sorry, is that pass? Yeah.
Does it get bigger? What? Oh, I know what you're about to do.
Cast
Yeah.
Shuffling.
Okay. So now there's an interesting question of, do I mark 1 damage on the 3/2 in case Nelly has another draw spell, or do I just shoot Nelly? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. So he's digging for something. He hasn't played a land yet. So there's a chance, there's a world in which he goes blue source second cantrip and continues to dig, right?
Sure.
But I am just going to shoot you because I think I don't want to throw away 1 damage just in case. No, you're fine.
3.
All right, I'm at 13.
Go ahead.
Oh, the wasteland, but misses the land drop. We've all been there. I too would like to 3 you.
I'm 3'd.
All right, I'm going to cast a Charming Prince.
All right.
And I'm going to go with Scry 2. Sorry, I just blew directly into the microphone. Apologies. Top, bottom. Go. Am I winning this race? Currently, no. But maybe that all changes.
Yeah, it'll get better for you, Serge. I'll attack for 3.
10.
Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Surgical Skull Ball.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
All right, untap. The card I left on top. Wood Elves.
Probably.
I thought about scrying that to the bottom in case I could draw a land. It's a little bit slower, but it guarantees me a land. I get to find a forest card. Normally it would be an Indatha Triome. That's dead.
Right.
Normally it would be a forest with a surveil ability. Don't own any.
You can't go get Shadowy Backstreet.
So I am going to go get the green-black Ravduel.
Okay.
I can't remember its name.
Galda's Shrine. No, Overgrown Tomb.
Overgrown Tomb?
Overgrown Tomb.
All right, I'm going to find an Overgrown Tomb.
Would you believe an Overgrown Tomb?
And I don't have anything to cast, so it's going to enter play tapped. Otherwise, I mean, I could have gotten other forests and other reasons if people are wondering, but it could have been tapped or whatever. Untapped is what they're shouting from the rooftops, hooting and hollering. But nay. I pass.
Untap.
Oh, I was supposed to attack you. What am I doing? I said pass. I hit you for 3. Thanks, bud. 5? I hit you for 5. There you go. Change the math.
Pretty important.
Yeah, pretty important
Pass.
in this race here. Yeah. Your face for a second there. You're like, ah.
If I hold Surge to
He
this, I
said
pass,
it.
maybe I'm
He
in.
said it.
All right. Today's recording session's theme is the takebacks of Serge Jaeger.
Right?
Who amongst us has never forgotten to attack their opponent?
I ask you.
Let ye who has never forgotten combat step throw the first mulligan.
5-4.
Oh, it's big.
Attack for 5.
I'm at 5.
Pass.
I hit you for 5.
I take 5.
I have a palace jailer to exile your friend under the monarchy.
All right.
I was cheering Nelly.
Thank you.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
man,
Off the 2-land wasteland, I pass. I drop the monarch.
I bottomed a Misty Rainforest. I could have bottomed the Wasteland instead. Or the Mind Stone, but with the Goblin Welder, it seemed correct to keep the Mind Stone. Right on time. Xander's Lounge.
Oh, no.
Thanks for the games, pal.
Oh no, the game 3. Game 3 was a bit of a non-game there. which is a
We
little.
had a game. We had a
Actually,
real
no,
game.
That's interesting.
You needed
right?
a removal spell or you were dead. It's like that's Magic the Gathering.
you
we
know
can't
what?
we can't really ask for better games than
That's
that.
you know what? That's fair. That is
Honestly.
extremely close.
Like maybe you're staring at 5 removal spells, so it didn't feel like a game to you. That's fine.
No, yeah, no, it wasn't quite that. You're
I
right.
can't see them.
As far as the tempo of the game goes, you're right. We didn't throw giant haymakers. We didn't do anything too broken. What we had was a very close, very tempo-y game of like swinging creatures sideways, and yeah, it was decided by a removal spell. You're right. I give it more credit than I apologize for.
No,
that.
and you brought up the Wasteland twice, and it's like you untap, play another land, play a Birds of Paradise. So my Wasteland choice is just completely dumpstered, and it shows me the result of my mulligan decision, right?
Yeah.
Like I keep a Wasteland because sometimes, especially when we both mulligan, sometimes a Wasteland will determine who wins.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, in favor of the player playing the Wasteland.
Yep.
So that can work, and many games of Magic play out like that. You Wasteland them, they don't cast spells, you cast anything, and you get there. And so I tend to, and I don't think this is a weakness, I'd probably do it again, I tend to go for situations where it's like, well, this gives me a line to win the game, right? Like this is a scenario I can imagine that works out really well, and yeah, didn't that time.
I think you were like 100% in the right because it was like he had the Triome and a basic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was just like, it always feels bad when he's like, okay, basic and bop. Like,
Yeah.
right after you do it.
Yeah,
but I
for
was
sure.
like, I 100% agreed with
Even
that
the
point.
turn after the Wasteland, if I can just get another land as well, then I think we're having a really good game. But then the fact that I'm like, my only option is to go all in on the Surge engine, it's like, well, now, yeah, if you have a removal spell, you win.
Sure.
You almost won a game of Canadian Highlander with a single creature that you built your own true name, really.
Yeah, no, it's a good card. Like it's my first time getting to cast it.
I was really worried you had one of those stupid like hex drinker things. Like, does the final version make it untargetable? Am I just dead to this thing?
It draws 3 cards, so it's like it's like tempo ability, late game ability. Yeah.
I got extremely lucky with that Charming Prince.
Sure.
Because I was just like, I need another land.
Right.
And the decision to take a turn off and Wood Elves to guarantee it rather than to bottom it and pray for a land.
Right.
I thought was there. My hand was a little bit weird. My hand was Recurring Nightmare, Dothy Voidwalker, Pod for a big portion of that. So cutting my resources is actually pretty clever because it prevented a lot of stuff. Like my opener having an Orcish Bowmaster and Recurring Nightmare was very exciting.
Right.
What's really frustrating is I don't think in any of the games that we played today, I once again Nightmareless Nightmare on the deck over here. So it's like, yeah, finally I'll get to do something.
Well, unlike Synthesizer, at least we're pretty sure Nightmare is a good card.
Well, and you've only
played.
got
Thank
2
you, guys.
copies of Nightmare in your deck.
I know, and he only had the one synthesizer. What are the chances, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, you, bud.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for the games.
All right, everybody, that is going to do it for Showdown today. Thank you very much. As always, down in the comments, let us know what you thought of the matchup, what the hottest play was, what you think we could have done. No, there's nothing we could have done better. We played perfectly.
Yeah, let us know whose buttons are your favorite. Mine are kind of a white mother of pearl sort of color, and
I got kind of a bluey purpley sort of thing going on here.
I like Serge's more already. Yeah, there's like 2 colors. Okay.
Reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you, the support of the Patreon, over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. I've been Serge, joined by the wonderful Nelly.
I was here too.
We got Ben on tech.
My buttons are black.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.